Hello, Assalamu alaikum everyone. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Now I'm starting with the lecture number 8 on the autopsy examination. And the learning objective of this lecture will be that at the end of this lecture, we will be able to understand what are various steps of examination. In the previous lecture, we discussed the prerequisite formalities, the documentation, the laws and the rules which were prevalent. And now we are starting with the examination of the body. So in this lecture, I will be discussing the autopsy examination, and the steps are that in this lecture, I will be discussing the external examination of the body. And external examination includes the identification of the body, examination of the clothes, and external examination of the surface. And in this lecture, I will only discuss the examination of clothes. So starting with the lecture, before starting, we should completely gather the biodata, the personal information. The body should be identified, and usually it is the third party. Then the findings of the examination should be recorded. External examination, internal examination, systemic review should be done. That you should be very meticulous and careful in examination, because once the body is gone, the information will be gone. So all the information should be gathered with due care. Then the collection of the samples and recoveries, they should be collected and preserved. Then the conclusion drawn at the end. After all the examination, a final conclusion is drawn in which the court and police is interested. And this is the complete document, which is the protocol of autopsy, and this has to be presented in court of law. Then you should go all the documentation which have you received prior to examination, and documentation now going through you to the police and other labs for subsequent examinations. Now regarding biodata and personal information, complete personal information is collected regarding name, age, sex, date and time of arrival of the body in the department, and who brought the body, the names of the constables, they are written down, tagged with the body, and you should confirm them. Then the identification is before conducting autopsy, the and body should be removed and it should be identified. And you should tally the identification tag which is attached with the body with the authority letter biodata, so that you may not perform autopsy on the wrong body. Then personal identity, as we know, it's the identification of a person. It is absolute fixation of the individuality of a person. And the methods are subjective method, objective method, and third party. As we know, the subjective method is the subject is in front of you. From head to toe, all the parameters are applied: age, sex, race, height, weight, and build. Then objective examination, any object having an association with the subject, his identification card, driving license, or any ornament or clothes, they are the objective examination. Then the third party, any third person identifies the person, and that may be the parents, the relatives, the next of kin, friends, or the police. But at autopsy, the body may be in three conditions. As in fresh body, usually the third party method of identification is done. And in early decomposition, the subjective and objective method is performed. And in advanced putrefaction, only the objective method of identification is performed. Now the stages of examination, they are external examination. And external examination, the physical examination of clothes and the collection of evidence from them. Then the physical examination of the body and the collection of evidence during examination. Then internal examination is the opening of the body cavities and scrutiny of the internal contents, detailed examination of the contents. and collection of specimen if required from the internal examination. Then after complete examination, externally and internally, the closure of the body. Body is stitched up finely and then handed over to police. Now the external examination includes the examination of the clothes and external examination of the body surface. And the examination of clothes give you very valuable information, and they are examined for when they are on the body. That a preliminary inspection of the clothes while they are still on the body, and then after removal from the body, the clothes should be scrutinized in detail. And three types of examination are done, usually inspection, manual, palpation, and sensual or smell. And smell gives sometimes very valuable information. Then the objective of the examination of the clothes is that they are examined for the identity, for any physical evidence, or any physical damage. Identity clothes give a very valuable information regarding tailor mark, the laundry mark, and other parameters. It tells about the age from the size and the width of the cloth, then the sex from the type of the clothes, and then about the occupation, the school uniform, army uniform, police uniform. So they help you in finding the occupation. Then it gives you information about the race and socioeconomic status of the individual. Then regarding the physical evidence, this means that the evidence which is present on the clothes, and this may be either the biological evidence or non-biological evidence. The biological evidence means that any body fluids, blood, semen, saliva, and non-biological mean any bullet, any dagger, glass piece, or any other material. Then regarding the physical damage, there may be broken button, broken zipper, tears, cuts, holes. They all should be measured and recorded about their location. Then the clothes should be examined after removal. And it not only the examination of the clothes, but it means preservation and the packing. And the most important precaution is that if the clothes are have to remove, do not cut, do not avoid the extension of the cuts, of the perforation, of the tear. Very carefully, they should be removed. Avoid cutting. If cutting is required, they should be along the stitch line. And the areas of the injury, areas of the damage should not be extended. Then clothes should be removed piece by piece. And after removal, if the clothes are wet, they should be dried in air. Do not expose them to heat or direct light. Then clothes should again be viewed so that nothing is left. Then clothes should be signed with postmortem number, date of examination, or written on the clothes. Like this. The postmortem number, the abbreviation of the doctor name, the autopsy number, the serial number, they should all be affixed on the clothes. Then packing of the clothes is that clothes are packed piece by piece in separate plastic bags. Then these bags are packed in a bigger plastic bag. Then the departmental seal is affixed on it, and then it is handed over to police, and the receiving should be taken from the police. Thank you very much. So we have understood the first step of examination, that is the external examination. And in external examination, in this lecture, we have learned the examination of the clothes. Take care. Allah Hafiz. If you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel. And this is my channel name, Dr. Javed Iqbal Khokhar, Lectures on Forensic Medicine. Subscribe, share, like, and push the bell button. on the channel Dr. Javed Iqbal Khokar, lectures on forensic medicine. Thank you very much.